Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. He leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback looks for a little space. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Split backs here. On the run, it's Ellington. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Eleventh play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Gamecocks need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Offense set on 1st down. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Running toward the tape. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And I know in talking to their offensive coordinator this week, he talked about getting this guy lathered up and going. They know that once he's got some momentum, he's really hard to stop. One of the top 10 rushers right now in the entire country, and they're trying to get him going early in this game.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. To the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore, or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football, because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Discards a man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Offense in a bunch formation. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Canes send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Carolina offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They'll go to the ground. The Gamecocks get enough to move the chains. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Off-play action on first down. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll run play action. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment to get the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of a first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Miami.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Got out of trouble and throws. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation, building on that lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Afterburner's coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here comes the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. They'll go to the air. He finds his man. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Gets open down the middle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Miami 41, South Carolina 7.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They keep attacking through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third and short now from their own 48. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now, get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, I guess I probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Charlotte is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time.
South Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Dances away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Corners are going to bail. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Canes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great great one to a defense. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Trying to find his man on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And here comes the offense on second down. D's showing blitz. They might be bluffing. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot